News 3 WSIL. Here's what's happening right now.
A southern Illinois city holds its first in-person city council meeting in more than a year. Plus, an election reform bill is blocked in the Senate. We'll tell you what's next for lawmakers.
But first, a local principal faces calls to step down. Find out what's happened at tonight's school board meeting. News 3 at 10 starts now.
We've got you covered. From WSIL, this is News 3 at 10.
Good evening, I'm Mark Kiesling.
And I'm Julie Williams. A local civil rights group is investigating racist allegations against a school principal.
Residents packed the Anna Jonesboro School District office for tonight's board meeting. News 3's Danny Valle was there as well, and he joins us live in studio. Danny, did the board address the allegations?
Well, Mark, Julie, they did not address the allegations tonight, but one board member said the school must do more to eliminate bullying and the use of racial slurs among students. One person we spoke to shared her experiences with racism at Anna Jonesboro Community High School. 18-year-old Alea Alexander Vaughn left the school in 2020 after she says students called her racial slurs multiple times. In the first incident, she says Principal Brett Dietering talked to the student who later apologized. But in following offenses, Alea says Dietering offered to switch her classes to avoid students saying racist remarks. Alea says she felt the option was unfair and eventually left the school.
They whitewash everything, and we as people of color don't get to experience, our culture in the classrooms. What do you expect? Because I'm black in a predominantly white area.
Linda Flowers of the Carbondale NAACP was the only person at the meeting who spoke about the allegations against Dietering. The group says they are collecting evidence to send to the state NAACP. And earlier tonight at 5, I shared another family story. 16-year-old Rayshawn Cannon says he has a recording of a conversation with Dietering. In that discussion, Cannon claims that Dietering was dismissive of the biracial teen's concerns about being a target of racial slurs. After the discussion, the teen was later suspended and his father barred from campus. The Cannon family says Dietering was retaliating against them for the recording, and the school sent them a letter saying the audio recording was against school policy and state law. So far, the district superintendent has declined to comment on the situation. Live in the studio, Danny Valle, News 3.
Now let's get our first check of weather. Chief Meteorologist Jim Razor is with us tonight.
And Jim, definitely cooled off this evening out there.
Once again, feeling like fall now that we've officially moved into summer. But I can tell you it won't last a whole lot longer, but it certainly will be around for tomorrow morning. So if you've got outdoor chores or you just enjoyed this morning and getting out and soaking up some of the cool weather, you get another chance tomorrow. Temperatures have dropped off pretty quickly this evening. Quiet skies showing up across the region. A pretty view on our live camera in Jackson County, looking out over the SIU campus right now. Forecast map suggesting the few clouds that we saw around that moved in just before sunset may linger around a little bit tonight, but tomorrow we expect them to clear away. We should see a lot of sunshine and plenty of blue skies tomorrow. Humidity numbers will stay down for one more day, and that means we'll likely start tomorrow with temperatures in the middle 50s. Not quite as cool as we were this morning. Mount Vernon at the airport reported 48 degrees this morning, looking for mid-50s tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon temperatures expected to move back into the low 80s. Now normal temperatures are in the upper 80s, so we're still looking to be a little cooler than what we expect in early summer, but warmer weather, more humidity, and chances for thunderstorms will all be back before we get to the weekend. We'll run all that down in the forecast for you coming up in just a bit.
The National Election Reform Bill failed to pass a key test vote today. The measure needed 60 votes but fell along party lines in a 50-50 vote.
All Democrats voted to start a debate on the bill, but Republicans voted against that. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze reports.
In a defeat for Democrats, an expansive voting rights and election reform bill has failed to advance in the Senate.
The motion is not agreed to.
All 50 Senate Republicans voting against a motion to debate the voting rights bill, ending its chances of moving forward in the chamber.
Look, what this is really about is an effort for the federal government to take over the way we conduct elections in this country. It is a solution in search of a problem. And so finally today, we will put an end to it here in the Senate.
The bill is a top priority for Democrats' legislative agenda, as Republican-led legislatures in more than a dozen states passed laws along party lines, putting new restrictions on voting. The state laws take steps like limiting mail-in voting and ballot drop boxes and tightening ID requirements, making it harder for Americans across the country to vote.
This state has perfected the means of suppressing the vote, of keeping some down to the benefit of others.
Most Democrats said the voting rights bill in the Senate seeks to counter these state measures with steps like making voter registration automatic, expanding absentee and early voting, limiting partisan gerrymandering, and reforming campaign finance laws. Democrats are vowing to press on, saying they're united in the fight to protect and expand voting rights.
Nobody is debating, I don't believe, whether all Americans have the right to vote. The issue here is there actual access to the voting process? The fight is not over.
A new Monmouth University poll found more than 2/3 of Americans say they support national guidelines to allow vote by mail or early in-person voting in every state. A majority of Republicans say they support the idea. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she'll create a committee to investigate the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Earlier this evening, she reportedly told Democrats the commission will be a, quote, pursuit of truth investigation. Republican senators had shut down a plan for an independent investigation to look into the insurrection.
The background check system for buying guns stopped a record number of purchases last year in the U.S. Records show more than 300,000 people were denied the purchase of a firearm. That's twice as many as the year before. The research shows roughly 42% of those denials were because the would-be buyers had felony convictions. 2020 also saw a surge in gun sales amid the pandemic.
A missing Williamson County woman has been found safe. We told you 40-year-old Laura Jackson went missing last Thursday. A family friend tells News 3 Laura was in contact with authorities early this morning. They tell us someone from the public helped find Laura.
Tonight, the city of Carbondale held its first in-person city council meeting since March of last year.
Calling to order this regular meeting of the City Council of Carbondale, Illinois.
After taking questions and comments from the public, council members addressed several agenda items, including how the city plans to sell city-owned properties. They also discussed whether or not to allow food trucks within the city, although members did not take any action. The next council meeting is set for Tuesday, July 13th.
There are several new laws in Missouri. Governor Mike Parson signed them today. Senate Bill 6 modifies statutory provisions regarding insurance. That includes making association health plans more accessible. Senate Bill 176 creates operational frameworks for food delivery platforms and personal delivery devices. House Bill 476 lets servicemen and women and veterans use their military experience toward an occupational license. Now, Governor Parson also announced a special session for tomorrow. Right now, there's an impasse over extending Missouri's federal reimbursement allowance. Contraceptive funding is a point of contention in those discussions. Governor Parson has asked lawmakers to meet tomorrow at noon. He says they'll focus on extending federal reimbursement allowances. That is the necessary funding for Missouri Health Net. An agreement needs to be reached by July 1st. Kentucky's labor secretary says fixing their system for processing jobless claims could take 3 years. He goes on to say they're picking a contractor to rework and rebuild the system. In the meantime, Kentucky's labor secretary says they'll look for ways to make immediate improvements.
Illinois education officials say they want every student to have a chance to succeed in college. The Illinois Board of Higher Education wants to tackle systemic inequities. They say they want more funding for students who use the MAP program. They've asked for a regular funding model for colleges and universities that have struggled with funding cuts. Organizers of the popular Rend Lake fireworks show, previously known as the Taste of Freedom Festival, are officially calling it quits. Hundreds of boats line the spillway at the Rend Lake Dam for the fireworks display, an annual tradition that at one time brought in an estimated 10,000 visitors. The Benton West City Chamber of Commerce decided 2019 would be the last year for the event and says it has nothing to do with the pandemic challenges.
Through the years, we've lost our volunteers. They've aged out, they've retired. New volunteers haven't come on. And if you don't have the amount of people that it takes to be able to put on the event, that kind of makes it tough to do.
Residents tell News 3 they'll miss the Independence Day tradition. Organizers say if another group wants to take it on, there's a chance it could be reborn.
Bear sightings continue in southern Illinois. This time there's a bear in Carmi, and people think it might be the same one we've been seeing across Illinois. Sarah Haley posted pictures of a bear in her backyard this morning. Take a look. He's actually pretty close to a kid's playset and her garden. Now, Haley lives about 3 miles north of Carmi in White County. A bear has been spotted multiple times at Rend Lake in Franklin County, once even near the spillway. The band Sidewalk Prophets will play at the Bald Knob Cross of Peace this year. Now, the Christian band has actually won the Dove Award. Bald Knob just made the announcement on the concert this evening. Sidewalk Prophets will play at the Cross in Alto Pass on August 7th at 8:30 p.m. and you can buy your tickets right now. We have information on how you can do that on WSILTV.com.
Coming up, we've seen a nice break from the summer heat. Jim will let us know how long it will last in his forecast ahead on News 3 at 10.